the body and your soul and your mind, it takes at least 2-3 days to get used to the vibe and the rhythm and the flow of the desert. And the first 2 or 3 days are very difficult.
It's hot.
It's not hot, but all of a sudden you're somewhere else on this planet, in the middle of nowhere. You have to go 10 hours, 20 kilometers, you cannot stop. And it's a mental issue.
What typically has been the age group?
You know what? It's between 20 to 70.
Really?
We had last time an American lady, 71. She was a great hiker.
Oh, wow.
Wow. She done it a long time.
Yeah, she did the Appalachian.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Appalachian Trail.
Sure.
Yeah, she is.
That's like 1,200 miles.
She's a freak,
Oh, free.
Katie, she's unique,
Okay.
And so the age is not a factor.
The physical.
How many of these you done already?
We have done 3.
Okay.
And now we have another 2 in November and December. And I mean, it's really unique.
Now that's going to be during your rainy season. How's that going?
It's only in winter time. I cannot do that even in this time.
Yeah.
It's too hot.
It's too hot. Yeah.
And in all the first 2 tracks or hiking trips, we had full rain.
Oh, wow.
And to travel in the desert, it rain was extreme. All of a sudden, the flowing riverbeds and the valleys. This is more, I say, this is something you cannot pay for.
Sure.
True.
You need, it's the right timing.
Right. Yeah.
And to experience something like that, all of a sudden you understand that the desert is not something dry, brown, and dead. The desert is a living piece of earth. The people simply don't know that. And when you're there in the desert for 1 week, you will see so much and take with you at the end, especially experience, also to experience your own limits. And that makes the whole week really unique.
So for about $1,100, 7 days, you go from Ben Guren's ranch down to Eilat. Out in the desert.
No, 1,500 euros.
1,500 euros.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's
I go
like
from
more.
the Boker. Okay, it's the Boker, Varitzin, to the south to Eilat.
Okay.
And then they can enjoy, to jump into the Red
Eilat.
Sea.
So how do you get from Eilat back to there?
You fly back.
You fly?
Oh, you fly. Very nice.
No, usually people come, everyone can come earlier and leave later, People
Sure.
come maybe a week before.
Right.
Then there's the meeting point in Tel Aviv, we pick the people up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we start immediately the hiking trip in the desert. And then when we finish in Eilat, we stay 1 night together in the hotel. And the next morning, the people can decide, they stay another few days, or they're going to Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, or they're flying back immediately.
Okay.
Is there a quantity you limit per trip?
Yeah, it has to be. It's no more than 30 people.
30.
Yeah, and that's
a lot.
That's a lot.
That
But
is a lot.
you have to understand that to create such a project, it's a lot of money. It's more expensive than a regular 5-star hotel.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
People
To carry all the equipment,
people
food.
don't understand sometimes, if you that if you sleep outside and you eat in the desert and in the dirt and whatever, it should be cheaper.
But
That's nonsense.
Sure.
The whole logistic and the responsibility and security and whatever we need, what you will not feel and see maybe, okay, makes the whole package not the package, the whole expense is very, very expensive. So to make it reasonable, I wish I could do that, only 15 people, but then the price had to be much more expensive.
Okay.
So we find a limit
Yeah.
between 20 to 30, but we don't take more than 30 people.
And you were among the first to do the 7-day. How did that come about? What were you thinking?
My issue is that I love the desert. All my vacations, in the past, I'm a generation that I remember the Sinai.
Okay.
Okay, Sinai when it was ours.
Sure.
All the summer vacation, school camps, I did in the Sinai.
Okay.
I love the desert. I have served in the army in the desert. I was a member of the rescue team in the Judean desert. I did in the past projects in the desert for young people for 5 years. This was 10 years ago, year after year. And we brought 150 young people each year. And we created a youth camp in the desert. So whatever I do beside Israel today, I invest in the
Yes.
desert because that's me.
Yes.
If I wouldn't love that, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And that's also for me and my whole family. My kids are going also with us.
How old are they now?
Sorry?
How old are they now?
Yeah, they grew up. I mean, now my fourth little one is in the army. So
Oh,
the
man.
others are 27, 6.
They're all, and they're
22.
grown now.
I thought you were in your 50s.
What?
I thought you were in your 50s.
Yes, I'm in the 50s.
He's a young 50.
Yeah. No, and so they are part of the whole project all the time.
Sure,
okay?
great.
So they help.
They help,
Yeah.
they hike with us,
Yeah.
and sometimes, if somebody cannot continue to walk, so they take my off-road car and
We'll
Okay.
take them back somewhere.
yeah, so I do that because I really, really, really love the desert, and I believe that also if you see the desert, you experience Israel from a very different angle.
Sure.
Very, very different. To enter, go out in church and this and this and this. I leave that to all the other people.
This is what they experienced. They walked in the desert for 4
Yeah,
years.
that's
For 4
the
years.
yeah. And that was actually the idea of trying to transmit the people, a tiny week of 40 years
40 years in the desert.
wandering, walking in the desert, and that was actually the punchline, of the
Yeah.
whole idea a year ago. And the National Trail of Israel is very famous, became very famous, and the most beautiful is the southern part.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen, I can't remember the name. There was a show. It was kind of like he would take biblical sites and try and prove them. But what he did was he had 3D satellite imaging and come show and what was really
He was an
underneath
Asian,
the earth.
or
he
he
was
isn't.
Asian, and he was an amputee. He was American. I can't remember the name of the show,
Right.
but it was so interesting. But he went down in the salt.
Well, it was on National Geographic.
I think so.
Yeah, I think I've seen
Yeah.
one chapter.
Yeah, I can't remember
Yeah,
the name
I
of the
don't
show
know.
though.
I don't know.
But it was so interesting. It really was.
Listen, I like deserts. I've
Yeah.
been in many deserts worldwide, also in American desert.
Yeah.
My
Mojave.
whole family
Really?
visited to the Monument Valley, Arizona, Nevada, Phoenix, Utah, Moab, everything I did.
You just love the desert.
And I was also now recently again in the Sinai, okay? The Sinai, in my opinion, is the most beautiful desert. But the Israeli desert is the biblical desert, You have something real. And that's something that I try to give the people.
Very good.
And usually I tell you, after 7 days, when we sit together and summarize everything around the fire in the middle of nowhere, people don't want to leave.
Oh,
Do
really?
you do any kind of teaching or anything?
I and my wife, we are with them, and we dialogue with the people. I don't want to be heavy on our preaching. I don't preach and don't teach. I like to dialogue with the people and to give them new ideas about how to think about, scripture, Israel, life, what's going on, and that is what we are doing, parallel the whole week. That's true. Alan Esti.
Thank you, Aviel. We appreciate this
Thank
time.
you so much. Appreciate it.
And,
It was wonderful. Wonderful.
If you have, If you can walk,
Yeah.
We'd have to really.
We'll send our sons and
train-
daughters.
No, I tell you, I tell you,
Train.
I don't take everyone.
Yeah.
Do they have to go through a
people,
medical?
You know, I was amazed because many people want to come,
Huh.
but I have to call each one ahead to check first.
All right.
How healthy
I
are
have
you?
to. I have
So
to
you
listen to
interviewed them.
I interview them on the phone
All right.
to check if they're capable to do that.
Yeah.
Wow.
If the people need to jog.
And it is a mental. It's
a mental issue.
You have to
But
be able to
people need to
overcome
know
that,
that I have to check if the people are making sport or not. If somebody is not doing sport, you know,
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. And I tell them, you know, we give them exercises to do to prepare themselves.
Yeah.
Because this is really one, I say, really something really, really unique and extreme, you know. And people are traveling all over the world to Nepal, China, Tibet to make extreme treks, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I said a year ago, instead of
Let's do it.
let's do it here,
Yeah.
All right.
Why not?
and
Right.
it works.
Good.
Well, good. I hope that really grows.
Yeah, why not? I mean,
Well, Americans are really into extreme stuff, so maybe you could promote that in America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for December, I have already
Yeah.
interviewed a lot of Americans.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
coming this time again.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Good.
Well, we'll get the word out for you.
So how long you stay in Jerusalem? Another few days or
Till.
week?
Friday morning, 7 a.m. So we get to celebrate your 71st.
Yay!
Wow.
We purposely come for Independence
You
Day.
have the best apartment here.
Yeah, absolutely. Israel today.
Have you
It's really
seen, I mean,
wonderful.
on the go out on the balcony,
Just,
you
yes.
will see the people, everything
Yeah.
full.
I was out there this morning.
The problem is the parking.
The parking.
We have a rental
Parking
car.
is awful.
So
Right
we,
here with a car.
yeah, so we parked down by the old train
You know what?
station.
If you stay in Jerusalem, you don't need the car. Return the car.
Well, we went up to Tiberias, so that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, and the
okay.
Golan. We spent a whole day yesterday in the Golan.
we drove all the way up
Or
to
Sunday.
the Golan. and-
Ah,
So
okay.
if we were just coming to Jerusalem,
But
yes.
no, if now you stay in Jerusalem, right? Until
Yes,
Friday.
correct.
You need the car.
We need to
We're going to
take
go
it
to
back
Bet
the
Shemesh
airport.
today, and we have a dinner near Abu
Ah,
Ghosh.
We need a
okay,
car.
okay.
So.
We need a car.
And then tomorrow we'll drive around, go to the American Embassy.
But we won't need our car because we'll be with the learners.
So
Are we taking our car?
anyway,
Anyway.
Sometimes, in this case, I suggest people to park it outside for
Yeah.
free somewhere around. Just
Sure.
come with the bus.
And that-
we did that.
that's
we
what we're
parked down by the railroad station,
Oh,
the
okay,
old
very good.
railway.
Okay.
I have free parking right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
and we
leave
took
it.
the bus.
Exactly.
we're good.
But that's the only issue is like there is, if you want to park right
Usually
here,
people
you
don't
can't.
come and rent the apartment with the car.
Right, yeah.
Usually don't. If they're here for a few days, they don't.
You don't need a car.
Don't
You
need a
really
car.
just
Your
need the
case is
bus.
different, yeah.
We are different.
We are very different.